Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're testing out a 10mm from, I believe the company's name is pronounced Girsan.
Girsan.
Girsan?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a 10mm in the 1911 style. Basically I'm giving you guys initial impressions. I've already fired, I don't know, a bunch of rounds through this. So it's just initial impressions, what I think about the gun. Alright, so fun shooter. So the one thing that I found that was very interesting. First of all, the gun will shoot both 10mm and 40 cal. We've shot a bunch of 40 cal through this, so it will cycle reliably with 40 cal, even though it's primarily intended for a 9mm. So the thing that I found interesting with this is this, obviously with the 1911 design, it has the back strap. Usually I find with the 1911s, the back strap is like very sensitive, like to any pressure at all, and it will deactivate. So here's the issue with 1911s. The right way to shoot this gun is with your thumb riding on top of the safety, like this, because if your thumb's not on top of the safety, there's no way of you knowing for sure that that safety is off. You might have accidentally hit it or whatever, okay? So your thumb has to ride on top of the safety. So when your thumb rides on top of the safety, right, versus this position here, what generally happens is you end up taking some of the pressure off of the back strap safety, okay? Now on most 1911s, I find that that's not an issue. With most 1911s, even a minimal amount of pressure, basically you just gotta be touching that and it will deactivate the safety. With this particular gun, I found that a lot of times when I was shooting in this position here, okay, what was happening is, like right now, see, it's not gonna go click, right? So even though I'm touching the back strap safety, now it deactivated, okay? So you have to have, see, a little bit more pressure than on the back strap safety than I typically find, see, right, that I typically find with 1911s, okay? So that's one of the things, like right now, see, I'm touching it, I'm squeezing it, my finger's turning kind of reddish. It's the back strap safety has not been deactivated. Now, if you take this type of a grip, yeah, you're gonna deactivate it every single time, okay? So that's one of the things to be aware of if you're shooting it with what I think is a proper thumb grip here, with your thumb on top of it. You may not deactivate that safety back strap. So that's the only thing I thought that was really, necessary to point out. Other than that, initial impressions is it's working great for a 1911 style gun in 10mm. How much was this?
580.
580. Okay, so it's a $580 gun for 10mm. I think it's a bargain. I mean, it's a great gun. Did you say it came with 3 magazines?
Yeah.
3 magazines it came with. One of the things I noticed out, and obviously there's a break-in period. As the gun starts breaking in, you're going to start seeing, some wear on the barrel. One of the reasons why I prefer like just stainless steel colored barrels, because this area here is going to wear out anyway, right? The coating, the coloring here is going to wear out anyway. I mean, Glock has a way of coloring their barrels black, where I think they kind of almost electroplate it. This looks like it's basically been like Cerakoted or painted over. So the barrel, the coloring on the barrel is going to come off. Okay, so that's just something you're going to have to live with. Okay, and how many rounds have we've shot less than 100 rounds, right?
Yeah,
about 100 rounds on this. But it does have a Picatinny rail here to mount the light. It's got some cool grips here. Feels good.
and plus no fail on the rounds.
Yeah.
We don't have any fails. Nothing.
Yeah, no failures. The one thing that's different compared to a 1911 is the grip is a little bit like noticeably thicker, right? Because we're shooting it might just be that these particular grips here, but the grips that come with this gun, right? Even though the 40 cal is basically a little thinner than the 45 that this is normally with, it seems that these grips are a little bit on the thicker side compared to the 1911s that I own. And that's just a matter of personal preference. But there it is, great gun. I like it. How much? $550 about?
Yeah.
550. The only thing, my personal preference is, I would have preferred it to have a red dot cutout, because I really like shooting red dots. Here at about 11 yards, you know, we're the gun. I mean, I'm shooting the gun very accurately. My friend's shooting the gun very accurately. At the 30 yards, where I'm finding that it's a bit challenging, and I don't know yet if that's because of the caliber that we're shooting, the ammunition. Normally at 30 yards, I'm going, you know, on a 6 to 8 inch target, I'm dinging it pretty easily. With a 9mm, I'm finding that I'm having a little bit of trouble at 30 yards with the 10mm and even the 40 cal on this, on the 6 inch plates. So again, that might just be a matter of me needing to get more comfortable with the gun, okay, versus the guns that I shoot regularly. So again, this is from Girsan, a Turkish company, right?
Girsan, yeah.
Yeah, Girsan. Girsan, Turkish company.
Yeah, they have some nice companies down. They make the Tisan too. Tisan. And I forgot the other ones. 9mm. Yeah, and plus it's a single stack magazine.
Yeah, single stack.
8
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah. So the grips are a little bit. You can see the thickness of the grips.
Yeah.
That stood out a little bit to me, like in the
Yeah,
grip.
but I think we need to put a little bit more oil.
Maybe.
They suggest to put extra oil on top.
Okay.
So the slide doesn't.
Okay. Well, we didn't have any gems at all.
No.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And that's how it aims. All right. Cool. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Thanks for bringing this gun
Thank
over.
you.